Hello and welcome into High School Hoops, the show the players watch. I'm Alex Eisman.
And I'm Deshaun Johnson. It's district finals night for girls basketball programs across the state, including 28 teams from Mid-Michigan.
We're bringing you highlights of 9 of them and, of course, score updates from the rest. Let's get our night started with a big one. Goodrich and Powers locking horns. The Martians came out strong. Kayla Hairston finishes the drive, but the Chargers punch back a little in the second half. Triple by Helena Abuita there. And then Danielle Babowski attacking, shots up, and the bank is open on Fridays. Goodrich, though, calm, cool, and collected. Tanner Schramm with the bucket, and later Kaylee Eichhoff hesitates, drives in, and cashes the floater. Still on this side, Baylor Lowinger works down low, tacks on another pair for the Martians. Powers in a hole. Michaela Stewart pulls a 3 from the wing and hits, but Goodrich has an answer for that. Hairston wide open in the corner, and you can't let her have those. Money from deep. Other end, Paige Ringwelski battles to get the Chargers a couple points here. Then Kendall Smith with the floater, couple friendly bounces, and in. Bella Harley driving baseline. She gets the basket, but the Martians were not letting up. Lowinger again with the score, followed by Schramm fighting through contact. Count it, and the foul. That is an exclamation point on the night for Goodrich. They make a statement in this game, 68-52, the final. This squad looking dangerous as they bulldoze their way to the regional tournament.
On to game 2, it's the Genesee Wolves taking on the Flint Elite Warriors, and this game was a battle. Starting off with the Warriors, that's Danielle Smoots Green fighting for the ball. She gets it and puts it in for 2. Warriors, again, trying to move up the court, but this pass stolen. And here comes Avery Zinn going behind the back. Look at the finesse on that bucket. Now Flint Elite trying to inbound, but Jasmine Ross saying thank you. She gets the steal and the score. Wolves using their defense to create offense. And how about another steal? Zinn with the quick hands, and she's all alone for the transition bucket. Flint Elite in a drought, needing a big play and right on time. Samaria Quintana with the tray ball, a much-needed score for the Warriors, but Genesee coming right back. That's Autumn Simpson sneaking in on the backside cut to respond with a quick lay-in. And after some foul trouble, Flint Elite with now just 4 players on the court, but still fighting on. That's Kayla Buggs with the late 3, but the mountain just too tough to climb in the end as Genesee knocks off Flint Elite in the final minutes of this game. Score 70-62. The Wolves are your brand new district champions. They'll be moving on to regionals next week.
All right, Swartz Creek, conference foes battling. Grand Blanc and Davison. Park Liggins sparks the Bobcats early, but Savannah Rice responds for the Cardinals. Liggins again now heading into the teeth of the defense, but that doesn't matter. What a finish by the junior. Then Demaya Hartwick from distance nails it. GB in a rhythm. The senior Raven McQueen buries this triple, but the Cardinals came to play too. Brooke Pizzala post feed cashes in on that opportunity. Then the end of the quarter, the pass from Gracie Wright to Pizzala puts it up and beats the buzzer, and the momentum shifting more towards Davison. Crowd and sidelines fired up for that one. The wave continued. Rice again fighting through contact for another bucket, but who else to snap the Bobcats out of it than Liggins? That's a James Harden step back 3 from way out there. Lillian Watucky claps back though with the pair from mid-range, but GB started to pull away. McQueen, another tray ball falls. Then guess who again? Liggins going nuclear. Unbelievable. She knows she's cooking, and Grand Blanc was cooking up a district finals dub. The Bobcats 50-41 to advance to next week.
On to game 4, we head to Bendel where the Durand Railroaders battered it out with the Stockwell Sentinels. And we start with Stockwell. That's Ellie Ullman down to Olivia Polometis. She turns and scores for the early bucket. And now in transition, that's Ilabel Konesny headed to the rack. She gets the whistle and still scores and one for the senior. And staying with Durand, Haley Pugh with the offensive board. She kicked it out to Konesny, and that one is money. Konesny with back-to-back three-point plays. She wasn't just scoring either. Nice dime there to Marissa Harper, and she finishes the play with a smooth jumper. After scoring early, Stockwell quieted down, but Chelsea Hollingsworth trying to pick things back up with the solo drive, but the Railroaders right back in transition. And now a long two from Konechny. She was just on fire in this matchup. Here she is this time picking up the assist as Pugh puts it in down low. The Sentinels trying to stay in this one, but Konechny refusing to let back through 2 defenders there. Her performance pushing the Railroaders up and over the hump. They down the Sentinels to become district champions. They'll be heading to regionals. Final score in this one, 42-25.
We're kind of spoiled. We have some crazy talented girls teams in this area. It's been fun to watch for sure. And we're about to get to a couple more coming up after the break. It's a crosstown showdown between Dow and Midland on the Chargers home court. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back from the break. There's still one more highlight for us to get to tonight.
And we'll pick back up for the crosstown showdown with the season on the line. Dow playing on their home court against bitter rival Midland. It was a close first half. Melanie Kolnitis putting the Chargers on the board out of the break. Then Allie Stockton in stride finishes the counterattack. She keeps working here up top. Some handles, then dishes to Avery Bailey, who lays it up and in. Dow shooting out of a cannon this second half. Dalton DeBoer keeps pouring it on. Bullseye from 3. The Chemics finally stop the bleeding here. Ellie Arnold, a crucial bucket. And now they're punching back. Swiped by Ella McLaughlin. Gets it out to Peyton Palmer, and Palmer does the rest. They have some life. Then it's Kea Mahabir taking the handoff and burying the tray ball. How will Dow respond? How about a full court pass by DeBoer to Stockton? 2-4 completes the play, but then Emma McLaughlin forces the steal. She's headed back the other way. First shot misses. Mahabir in there for the offensive putback. Arnold now on the wing trying to stay in striking distance. 3's good by the freshman, but the Chargers closed the show when it mattered. Midland had beaten them twice earlier in the year, and they had had enough with the season on the line in their own building. Dow stifles their rival 58-49. The Chargers headed to regionals. All right, now we'll check in on a couple of our other scores from around the area. Saginaw Heritage, they are looking like a freight train right now. 75-41 against Carmen Ainsworth. Meanwhile, Clare gets a close result over Estanges Sterling. And Freeland also looking like a dangerous team right now. They win by nearly 30 over Alma. All right, Garber falling short tonight against Frankenmuth. You talk about some talented teams in the state. Frankenmuth certainly one of them as well, as is Hamity. 49-30 over Corunna. The Hawks still have not lost since their opening game of the season. And New Lothrop also going on the road, hostile territory. They were playing on Langsburg's court. They win 51-38.
Millington getting a nail-biting win over Valley Lutheran, while Harbor Beach took down Cass City. And the Mayo Thunderbolts finished the night with a double-digit win over All Gray Sims. Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart made a statement today against Big Rapids Crossroads Academy, while the Michigan Lutheran Seminary girls took down Merrill. And Genesee Christian, they tack on another win, this one over Everest Collegiate. And finally, Kingston, they kept things rolling with a huge win over Peck, and we are still waiting on that Deckerville-Ubly score.
Yeah, another team that I forgot to shout out to was Genesee Christian, because Everest Collegiate was another team that was playing super well heading into this, but the Soldiers, they're something else for sure.
A lot of teams, you've just been seeing it all season. They've been getting it done, a lot of winning records, and they are just continuing it here in the postseason. It's been a lot of amazing basketball so far.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of looking ahead already to that Frankenmuth-Freeland matchup coming up on Monday. They split the season series, and it's going to be something.
Going to be huge for sure.
It's going to be something. But that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again on Monday with more high school basketball.